Before the show, I spoke to Edgbaston Labour MP Preet Gill about exactly where we are today with this strike.
Well, look, I mean, since the critical incident and that allowing the council to ask for assistance from neighbouring authorities, declaring that this is a public health concern, getting street workers and deploying other staff has been really critical, because what we've now seen is, as of last week, tons of waste being collected. The tips have been open. We know that people are booking in to take their waste. There were extended hours. So the Deputy Prime Minister was also here in the city, and you will have seen today that there's been an announcement that there is more support around logistics with military aid. So these are staff, based in offices, looking at a strategic plan as to how do we make sure we collect the waste where it's worst affected.
So, this military side of it, and I know that the Breakfast Show's been talking about this morning as well, that is, it's not army officers, it's not army trucks on the street, but it is people who are very expert in large-scale operations. Is that right?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Just to be clear, they are office-based, so you are right. This is not soldiers being deployed to collect rubbish, no boots on the ground. This is logistics officers. And this is important because, you've got to have a strategic approach to this, because there will be pockets of the city that are worst and badly affected. And we know that people are then coming along and fly tipping. So it's making an already situation much, much worse. So these experts are here to make sure that we address the areas that are badly affected first. And we work to sort of collect as the City Council works to collect the waste.
Who was it who decided to bring those planners in? Was it the government? Was it the Labour government?
Well, look, the Deputy Prime Minister being here tells you how seriously the government do take this, and they understand that this is a local issue, and they will support local leaders to make sure that their public health duty is first and foremost undertaken. And so this is a decision with the government, looking at where else they could support the City Council. And I think it's absolutely right that you bring in people with the right expertise so that we can start clearing up the waste much, much quicker. We've already, as I said, thousands of tons has already been collected. There was initially a blockage, as you know, at some of the depots. We've had a week where that's been absolutely not been an issue. And that's the reason we've seen more trucks out, more waste being collected.
We know there's a vote today by Unite members on a partial deal. It's not a full deal, it's part of the deal. What are you telling Unite members? Because there's been, there's quite a lot of goings on within this dispute, as we know. The Labour Party, many Labour Party members and MPs are union members as well. And I've spoken to bin men who are losing money potentially in this change that Birmingham City Council is making. So, you can understand why some workers don't want to accept that deal.
We have to reform the waste service. It's got to be efficient. It's got to be, what is in the interest of taxpayers at the end of the day. Even before the strikes, I will tell you, my inbox used to be full with issues around the waste service. So it's absolutely right that the City Council, given its financial situations and the fact that it's had 2 equal pay liability claims, cannot get into a situation where the finances are crippled. At the end of the day, people want reliable local services, and that's what they should be able to accept. So as part of any reform, of course, people have the right to strike, and people have the right to make sure that they have fair pays and conditions so that they don't have to lose out of any money. The council makes it very clear that they are saying that nobody has to lose any money, that they are saying that there is a fair deal on the table. I would say to Unite members, I know you care about this city, and I know that your family live here, and you don't want to see this dispute continue. And what was being reported in the BBC, that actually that local Unite members and their union reps were very much close to agreeing a deal. And so we do seem to have some issues within Unite that is, being relayed out there. So I know that today there is a ballot. And I would urge Unite members, to absolutely make sure that the deal that they have got from the council is a fair deal, and that we bring the strikes to an end.
If they do accept that partial deal later, what does that mean? Does that mean this is almost over or not?
Well, I think there are some other job evaluations going on behind the scenes as well. So it's not clear. I mean, it may have been better to have had a postal ballot because actually that would have given Unite members the real opportunity to actually consider all the detail without having to have a meeting and then have a sort of a rushed vote at the end of it. But let's see where we get to today.
That is the Labour MP for Edgbaston.